Hey there, this is Valletta, the capital of Malta. A tiny island nation smack in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, just south of Italy, north of Libya, east of Tunisia. This is the city gate of Valletta here, and I'm going to walk through and just explore this really amazing looking city for the first time. I just arrived yesterday, flying from Toulouse, France, and so today is my first full day in Malta, and it is looking absolutely stunning. The history here is really intense and ancient. It is believed that the first people to arrive here came around 6000 BC, so 8,000 years old, the human history here. And because of its strategic location in the Mediterranean, then it has been a prize for peoples of the entire region throughout history, wanting to occupy this island and have this spot to fortify their empires and just to live in this little Mediterranean paradise, if you can stand the heat. And so at various times then it was occupied by the Romans and the Greeks and the Phoenicians and the British and the French. It has a unique language, Maltese. It is actually a Semitic language, but with heavy influences of Italian and Sicilian, yet distinct. And so I've heard it walking around here, and it sounds to me very similar to Arabic. Wow, look at these amazing ruins here. And so it was a British colony up until as recently as the 1960s, and then gained independence. And so it is a fully independent nation, and it is the 10th smallest country in the world. It is actually smaller than Andorra, where I just was. It is an archipelago of 3 islands, the main island of Malta here, and then Gozo is the second largest island, and then a third one, I forget what it's called, but it is very small, sandwiched in between Malta and Gozo. And so Gozo, for Game of Thrones fans, is where that arch collapsed recently. That was a filming location in Game of Thrones. I think a wedding was set there with that massive arch in the background before it collapsed, and then it collapsed sometime like in the past year or so, just naturally as a result of storms, I guess. And I want to visit that arch, so I will do my best. You got to get a boat over there, and I plan to explore much more of this island. I came here by bus from where I am staying. It's called St. Julian's. And it's just a couple of miles away, although there's a big bay in the way. And so you can take a bus around the bay, or you can take a ferry across the bay. But it was the cheapest accommodation that I could find. Malta is not cheap. I was having a hard time finding a room for less than, $100 or whatever. but I got a room for 40 bucks. Very basic but in-suite bathroom. Kind of funky, but it works, and better than paying a whole lot of money. And so it is a hot, hot day, July 26th, and it's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 33 Celsius, but it feels even hotter than that. At least there's a little bit of a breeze helping out right now. But the sun is very intense here. As you can see, not a cloud in the sky. Okay, there's a couple of clouds, but not many. And as you can see, it is definitely a popular spot. There are great beaches, ancient ruins. And so the official language is shared between Maltese and English. Basically, it seems like everybody here speaks English, so it is very convenient to travel to if you speak English. St. John's Co-Cathedral. So that must be Maltese, English, French, German, Italian, Spanish. And I am just exploring randomly. This is my first time walking around the city at all, so you're getting the first impressions along with me here, and I am definitely very, very impressed. I love the Mediterranean in general. The climate, I mean, a little hot now in the intense summer heat is a bit much, but the nice sunshine, reliably sunny weather, and the landscapes and the architecture, and this has such a unique history. And as you can see in these buildings, it is still retaining that history in the architecture, the many different layers of history and different cultures that have occupied this island. And so as always then, yes, it is touristy around here in the capital city, but I will be exploring further, and you can always get away from the crowds. That is, you know, just something to keep in mind when you travel, is people tend to go to the specific well-known places, but if you explore further, then you can get to amazing spots where there aren't going to be many people. Get away from the crowds, find those like hidden secret beach coves and go hiking and stuff like that. So I will be showing much more of Malta beyond the capital here in upcoming videos. I love these colors, the beige buildings, and then these things here, these lights with the various brown and orange. And some music getting started here. I guess they're just practicing, doing sound check or something. And here we have remnants of the British Empire. Classic London telephone booth. So this sign carved in the stone there AD 1814. That looks like Latin, and it says Britannia, Magnae et Invictus, or Invict something, Britannia, Melitensium, Amor et Europa. So I believe that would be when Britain occupied Malta, 1814. So anyways, a very interesting little piece of history there. And so I'll get down here and then go left and show the waterfront. There is a fort up ahead. I'll see if I can get a view of the fort. I love all these classic old buildings. And so this is that fort, obviously. Fort St. Elmo and National War Museum. I think I'm not going to go inside the fort now, but oh wow, that is a view there. Looks very British, but it's actually a pizzeria. Nice and cool back in this alley here. I saw some interesting looking alleys going up this way. I thought I would explore off the main street. Wow. City Garage. General Hire Service. Trippy. It's like an ancient cave. Whoa, check this out. I wonder what it was originally. It could have been a church, or maybe a storehouse, or wow. Some girls found a random spot to sunbathe there. And notice that they drive on the left, British style. And so there's the classic site of the domed church that you see often in like postcards and stuff of Malta. And this amazing Gotta be careful here. Let's see, does this say sheer drop? Yes, it is. Ooh, there is a nice swimming spot down there. Okay. And lots more nice swimming spots down there. The problem is, I can't figure out how to get down there. There is no way along this. It's just a sheer wall. So I guess I gotta go back the other way, and there must be a way to get down up ahead here. And there's the dome. Okay. And so this is the building right here. And being right next to it is not the place to get a good vantage point. There's no open square next to it, so there you go, just a little taste of it. The cross on top. And look at this, it's like a huge natural swimming pool, but nobody in it, and a locked gate down there. Maybe it's used for certain events or something. It looks a little neglected. People are swimming other places. And it looks like I can get down over there.
This one, you go from Stemo to Gozo. Gozo a 3-hour tour.
I see.
There's a bus
to the arch.
Yeah, you
the
stop
collapsed
Victoria,
arch.
Citadel, Line and Sea.
Yeah.
You go around Gozo. Then Comino Belago, and you stop 1 hour and a half.
Okay.
This one is the boat. Price is 40 euro, but inclusive. The bus tour in Gozo. Open bar.
Yeah.
Beer, wine, water and soft drinks free.
It's a great price.
And Comino Caves free of charge.
Excellent. I want to do it. And so I got that tour. He got me with the open date. And so 35 euros, and I can just show up any morning that I feel like doing the tour. And so that goes to the 2 other islands next to Malta, Comino, I think it was, and Gozo, where the arch is. The broken arch.